Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Holmes, and today we're going to discuss nutrition and female infertility. Now, the most common type of female infertility is ovulatory infertility, meaning we're not ovulating very well. When we can ovulate and release that egg, that's when we are prepared for fertilization, and then that egg that's been fertilized can attach onto the uterine lining, and we begin the pregnancy process. But if we can't ovulate, we can't release that egg, then fertilization is going to be impossible. So there are some known nutritional deficiencies or too much of certain types of nutrients that can lead to ovulatory infertility. Now, one of those is high trans fatty acids. Trans fatty acids we find in like deep fried food, we find in a lot of processed foods and a lot of fast foods. So those high trans fatty acids, rather than the good fatty acids like our polyunsaturated fatty acids, which you can find in things like coconut and olive oil and coconut oils, like I said before, and some of the good healthy fats like avocados and foods of that sort. When we have those high trans fatty acids, it actually can lead to insulin resistance. Insulin resistance is very common in women with PCOS, and PCOS women often have ovulatory infertility. So if we can change our diet to have less of those trans fatty acids, more of those, they're called PUFAs and MUFAs, the polyunsaturated fatty acids, or monounsaturated fatty acids, we can see big changes in insulin resistance. Now, also, too many carbohydrates, too much of the breads, the pastas, all the other carbohydrates that we see that are so high in our foods, lots of rice, even quinoa, and all those type of foods, really, really high in our total carbohydrate intake. Now, those carbohydrates can lead to ovulatory infertility because those carbs are turned into fats. Now, first, those carbs are actually turned into sugar. So carbohydrates are a form of sugar for our body. So that sugar, when we don't need that massive amount, will actually be converted into fats, and then we start to see, once again, that insulin resistance. So when we can change carbohydrates as well as start eating more of the good types of fats, we can start seeing changes in ovulatory infertility. Now, low iron, I highly recommend anyone who is suffering from infertility or any type of underlying metabolic condition, get your iron levels checked, because low iron will wreak havoc on the body. It can cause inflammatory issues, it can cause poor brain function, it can cause a lot of depression, anxiety, and in this case, it's causing some infertility. So we need iron because that helps us make those good fats. So as you can see, those good fats are really important for fertility. So those good fats actually help an enzyme. It helps peroxisome proliferators activated receptor gamma. Now that's a big word. What that is this right there enhances ovulation in women with PCOS. So that's why iron is so important. It helps those good fats get turned into this enzyme which enhances ovulation in women who have PCOS. High omega-6s and low antioxidants. So a lot of those omega-6s, we get a lot of them from animal protein. So we need a good healthy balance between omega-6 and omega-3. When we're constantly dominant in our omega-6 type of diet and really low on antioxidants, like a lot of vegetables have a lot of really good antioxidants. So low on vegetables and low on omega-3s lead the way to ovulatory infertility. So what we want to do is increase our omega-3s, whether that's flaxseed, fish, or if you don't like fish, I highly recommend just supplement with a good high quality omega-3. When it comes to omega-3s, you want to focus on things like flax or your small fish. Those small fish will have a lot less mercury in them, such as sardines and anchovies. I know those don't sound delicious to eat for everyone, but if you can get them in a pill form, those are a really good source of omega-3. Now, in women with PCOS, what they saw was a huge increase in insulin growth factor 1, or IGF-1, and they're wondering if that's causing the late night pulsatile of IGF-1, which is leading to higher amounts of testosterone in these women. They actually did a study on women with PCOS. They increased their vegetables and lowered their animal proteins, and what they found is less of that insulin growth factor 1. So once again, we're looking at dietary changes. Make sure you're getting you don't have any sort of iron deficiency. I highly recommend not going completely off of meat, because where we get a lot of our iron is from our red meats. But what we want to do we still have that healthy balance between omega-3 and omega-6. So do incorporate fish and flax into your diet, or start supplementing with a high-quality omega-3. We also want to increase our vegetables and increase our fruits. When we have a healthy diet, we see big changes in inflammation, changes in fertility, changes in brain function, and overall a healthier you. So if you found this information helpful or interesting, I highly recommend you check out some of our other videos that are on Facebook as well as YouTube, and check out our website where we have information like this in a text form in a lot more detail. And that's at ibrainandbody.com. Thank you and have a great day.